Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to a Firebase hosting tutorial. I'm your host, Creative Builds. So you have a website that you've coded already and are looking for a way to have it accessible to other people. Firebase is one of the cheapest and easiest hosting solutions that I know to solve that problem. With the free tier, you can expect to have your site hosted, a free domain for others to access your site, and HTTPS encryption. That may not sound like a lot, but it saves hours of setup if you're looking to deploy your site on your own machine or server. Plus, if you upgrade to the paid tier, it's only pay for what you use. If you're using this for a professional site for a business, it will scale alongside you. Or if you're just uploading a portfolio site, you'll pay nothing or next to nothing. If that sounds like a good solution for you, there's a few things you're going to need to make sure you've done that I'm not going to explicitly cover in this tutorial. You have to have Node.js installed. A link that explains how to do that on all operating systems will be in the description, as will other helpful links. You also have to have a pre-existing website that you've made locally on your computer, and if you don't have one, I'll have a sample site in the description that you can use to modify. Other than that, we're ready to get started. Here, I have my sample project that I'm going to upload. It consists of two HTML files, the first one being the home page that links to the second page, which is a frequently asked questions page. We also have some Sass files that we're using, or SCSS, that is a special version of CSS that doesn't normally work right off the bat. In order to get it compiled for use in browsers, I'm using a custom node module called Parcel. Parcel is a web bundler, much like Webpack. By running parcel index.html, this will go through and find all the files it needs to compile and puts them in a dist folder by default. This folder is very important because all the files inside of it will be uploaded to the Firebase servers later. You don't need to use Parcel, however, so long as you have a directory that contains a valid HTML website. Drag the index.html file into your browser, or since I'm using Parcel and it spun up a web server, I'll open that link. You can see a very minimal landing screen with the navigation bar at the top, which links to our frequently asked questions page. Clicking on that brings us to that page, and we can see everything is working as it should be. Once you've verified that your website is working locally, it's time to move on to Firebase itself. Open up a console, or if you use Visual Studio Code, press Ctrl and tilde, the little squiggly line next to the 1 key, and then navigate to your project directory, or if you're already in it, run the command npm I firebase-tools-g. This will install Firebase tools globally, so you can use it in other projects too if you wish. You'll then need to run Firebase login, and this will take you to a Google login page. Once you log in, the window should close automatically and link your account to your CLI tool. If you get an error saying cannot find Firebase or something like that, you'll need to Google how to add global node modules to your system path, as you may have disabled this during the install of Node.js. Since I already have Firebase linked to my account and installed, I'll skip all those steps. Next, run Firebase init to initialize your Firebase project. This may take a few seconds to get going. If you're greeted with a prompt like I am here, use your arrow keys and press space on hosting, and then hit enter. Choose to create a new project, and then create a name that'll be used as the identifier for your new project. In this case, I'll call it Creative Sample Host. And then the public directory, this is where Parcel compiled our files, or where you have your files. In this case, we'll use dist, but if your folder that contains your website is named something else, put that name in here. Then for the rest of the questions, select No. And there you go. The project has just been initialized. If you did everything correctly, just run Firebase deploy, which will upload your files to the server. Once the files are uploaded, you should see a success message with a link to a web app where the subdomain is the ID that you provided earlier. Let's open it up and see if it's working. Here you can see we're in Brave now at the URL Firebase gave us, and our website is loaded. We even have that little lock next to our URL indicating that our website is using HTTPS. If you want a custom URL, you can add that, but it will cost money to register and it's out of the scope for this video. If you want to know more, there'll be a link down in the description. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you have any questions or ideas for future episodes, either join our Discord or leave a comment down below. New tutorials come out Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and devlogs same time on Friday.